Welcome back, guys, to The Poor Investor. Before I begin, let's get a word in from Joshua.
Please hit that like button and subscribe for great videos like this one.
Please remember to understand that it's very important to like this video because it puts that on the chart and it gets me up there motivated to put out more videos like this. So today we're actually going to be talking about where are they? What happened to them? Like, who am I talking about? We're talking about YouTubers. YouTubers that once in a lifetime or once in the past has talked about Chia, put out some consistent content on it, and just kind of disappeared off the face of the earth. Anything you search now has been irrelevant, non-existent, probably hasn't been really up to date on any of the Chia stuff, or maybe they just chose not to be. I have an entire browser full of tabs of different YouTube channels that one time or another has spoke about Chia, and we're gonna go through each one of them, and there's probably more that I'm missing. The ones that are still putting out content maybe less than a month ago, like a couple of weeks, I'm not including them on this list. All right, I'm only including people who has been talking about Chia and just stopped entirely. And it just surprises me because there's still a decent amount of things to actually talk about within the Chia ecosystem. Maybe not everyone is really interested in the cat coins or these NFTs, just Chia content themselves. And more surprisingly, actually, even the Chia Decentral YouTube channel hasn't been releasing videos as often as they should be, considering that they are a Chia YouTube channel. Now, I'm not talking about the Chia official channel. That's a whole different story. They always release the AMAs, and they do that like once every month or so, something like that. But I'm not even including them on this list. So we're going to begin right now. We're going to go through some of these tabs that I have. Now, remember, not everyone is going to be here. Anyone that is still talking about Chia now is not going to be shown on this list. Now, I could be wrong on some of the people that I'm going to show right here, but these were people who actually started farming, not people who were just talking about Chia and never showed that they had anything going on for it. All right, so now we're going to jump into my browser cam so we can see who are these individuals that I'm talking about that are YouTube creators. Some of them are really big, some of them are really small. I'm not listed here only because I'm still talking about Chia, and I've been probably releasing videos consistently every week, at least once a week, talking about Chia. So let's begin. Let's jump on to this browser cam. In no particular order am I saying from 100 to 1 that, this is the worst or this is better than everyone else. No, it's no particular order. I just happen to come across, when you do a search on YouTube, and especially if you do Chia farming, I think I show up a decent amount of times. Again, I am not including people who are still relevant in this space talking about Chia. It's people who used to talk about Chia and has stopped. Doesn't mean that they stopped putting out content, they just not putting out Chia content. So let's go through. So the first one is Brandon Coin. He's very popular. I follow him a lot, and his last Chia video was, I think, right here. If you do a search, now I did a search every time I jumped on a channel. Now they may have videos more recent that are showing up as non-Chia if you do a search on their channel. And how you do a search on their channel is like basically going on to their homepage on YouTube and then doing a search. It searches within their content. Now, the last one that I've seen here within the last 7 months is the last time Brandon Coin has talked about Chia. And he did have a decent amount of Chia videos. You can see right here is going back and going back. Actually, no, 6 months. All right, 6 months was the last Chia video. I'm not sure. This is actually getting me pretty interested. I want to click on that. I'll probably watch it later. Thank you, Brandon Coin. Didn't even notice this one. Chia ASIC miner prototype, which is interesting. Okay, let's go to another one. Not Another Tech Channel. Now, Not Another Tech Channel was very strong with PowerShell scripting in the Chia community, and I learned a lot from him as well. There was just one video 3 months ago that he said he sold out all his Chia, and that was the end of it. He has not really put anything out since then besides this one other video, and you can see as soon as he stopped talking about Chia, his viewership just went down tremendously. Look from 70k from his peak. Actually, just look at sort by most popular, and you have 83,000 views on this Chia video 8 months ago. It was sad to see Not Another Tech Channel go. He was doing really well with the Chia content, and he just decided to stop. Nothing we can do about that. Lithium Solar, huge channel, 117,000 subscribers, and his last Chia video and he only had like a handful. I think he just doing a simple search on Chia on his page only shows up 2 different videos, and it did really well on this one, building a 160 terabyte Chia coin farmer on a Raspberry Pi. And I did comment on that when the first dust storm happened, and he did respond back to it and saying that yeah, he had some difficulties with that because of the Raspberry Pi. But again, this was 6 months ago. No video in relationship to Chia since then from Lithium Solar. Sloth Tech was another huge channel, really big on the whole storage and plotting. He even sat down with the creator of Mad Max, and you can see his last video in regards to Chia was 7 months ago, and that was the last video that he did with Mad Max. And I'm not sure why he stopped. I haven't heard from him since, but his videos were also very popular in the Chia community. Most popular, let's look at that. Look, budget Chia farming build, 197,000 views 8 months ago. That is insane. I didn't even know that were that many people in doing Chia, right? Let's keep on going. Sloth Tech, again, he has not released any videos in the more recent times, especially even with different contents, because he did have different contents prior to Chia and nothing happened since. So Serpent X, we have a Chia video that was about 4 months ago. Now Serpent X is still putting out content. He talks about a lot of other things besides Chia, but Chia was just a thing that he actually had a handful of videos on. That was back some time ago. Haven't seen anything since. This is like, he's been putting out decent amount of content, and there's a lot of videos here, but Chia goes back, this is 5 months ago. So it's not like it's consistent with Chia. I don't expect anyone really to be a hardcore just a Chia content creator, because you can only talk and do so much with it. Even for myself, I find things, this topic to actually discuss, because where are they, right? Like, if there's not enough people like talking about it or promoting it, where does this project end up? All right, so that's Serpent X. Let's go to Chia Decentral. The last time Chia Decentrally released a video was 4 weeks ago. Well, I can't blame him. He works for Chia, and they probably have a lot going on, doing whatever they need to do for the company. Maybe not so much with the XCHs. So, we'll let them be. Chia Decentral 4 weeks ago. I don't believe this is the official or a part of the official. It's just the fact that, JM works with Chia. Now, here we have a decent sized channel, My Playhouse, and he had a video of Chia. The last time he talked about Chia was 6 months ago. I just happened to stumble upon this particular channel. I've never seen it myself. It's interesting that someone had an entire library of videos dedicated to Chia and stopped mentioning it. Now, let's see if he actually still puts out videos. Shucking a 14 terabyte Western Digital for my storage NAS. There's no mention of Chia, so it's not for Chia, even though a 14 terabyte could have related back into that content, but nope, has nothing to do with Chia, and he hasn't talked about it since a few months back already. So can't blame them. That's just, certain things that YouTube creators have to do, is find new content to talk about, right? Let's see. This is a smaller channel. His last few videos, he does have a newer release video 9 days ago, and wow, that's a huge gap. 7 months ago, that was his last Chia content video, and you can see he was actually talking about a decent amount of Chia stuff here. But then, prior to that, he had different surveillance cameras and things like that. Pretty interesting, but channel's still growing. The consistency is a little slow. I mean, the videos, there's a big gap here, so obviously everyone has their own, rhythm and rhyme to things. So we're not saying anything bad about it. It's just that, there's a big separation of content, and I know that when you stop putting out content for a certain period of time, you start to lose attraction with YouTube. You have to kind of build that back. Okay, so here is a dollar and a dream. This is another smaller channel that recently got some play here because of the Grimace coin, which was a meme coin. Came after Elon tweeted something about McDonald's and Dogecoin, but his last Chia video was about 4 months ago. Let's see, he did have not too many Chia videos, not too many videos in general, considering it is a small channel. He only had one video on Chia, to be honest. So we'll keep on going here. We have how do you say that? I can't even say the name. I can't even promote a channel if I can't say the name properly. I don't want to butcher it. Again, let's see, his last Chia video, we're looking over here. Wow, NFT rug pull, waste of time. I see Chia logos. As soon as I see Chia logos, I know. So that's about 7 months ago, and he did have a handful of Chia videos videos here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, releases different content throughout the time up until the last, recently 7 days ago. So he is still releasing content, but just not in relation to Chia since 7 months ago, which is a pretty long time. Coin Breakthrough is someone I had actually watched way in the beginning in regards to Chia because there wasn't a lot of information out there. He was really one of the first to talk about Chia in many ways, and I believe one of his most popular video would have to be a Chia video. Step-by-step complete build, that's the one that I watched myself. Almost 300,000 views on this one, guys, 9 months ago. The most current thing is a month ago. He's not talking about Chia, or he's talking about chives here, so I guess in a way it's sort of related to Chia, but it's not. Chia cat coins, okay, granted it's been a month. Was he a dedicated Chia? I guess sort of, I don't know. He has the biggest pool, he owns the biggest pool for Chia, which is Space Pool, and he did have a lot of content related to Chia, but his last video was about a month ago with anything related to Chia. I would have probably expected more from this channel in regards to Chia with the new stuff that's coming out, the cat coins and the AMAs and discussions that Bram has on Twitter and this and that, but no, you know, obviously everyone has their own way of doing things. So that's Coin Breakthrough. We have Austin and Tech. Now this channel was called something else, Chia something, in the beginning, and it looks like thought he had more videos than this. He was a very hardcore Chia channel. He was a dedicated Chia channel, and I mentioned that to him one time, or I've seen his comments, someone saying, you know, you're limiting yourself if you're only going to be talking about Chia. And I guess that's why he changed the name of his channel. The last time he spoke about Chia was 6 months ago. So yeah, that tells a lot. Let's go to the next one. Red Panda Mining is someone that I enjoy watching as well. Here I just did a quick search because Red Panda Mining has so many videos. There's no way you can sort through them just by looking at thumbnails. I came here to the search. The last video, if you do a Chia search, the last video was about 5 months ago. Now if you choose not to do it by the search and just start looking at his thumbnails, he talks about a lot of things, nothing even close to being Chia within the last 5 months. So you know, he's very hardcore. You can see all this equipment that he's playing around with, so that's definitely not a strictly dedicated Chia channel, but he's still releasing content, and you can see every day he's releasing content, he's getting an X amount of views, 202,000 subscribers, so he's definitely on the chart with YouTube, doing really well. Now here's another person I actually speak to, and I've spoken to recently because he was a investor just talking about stocks and putting your money and retirement. His last few videos was related to Chia, and I could say the bulk of his subscribers came from his Chia content. He definitely has some, you know, good views going on here, the 4,000 and 2,300. You can see the difference. As soon as he does not talk about Chia, the viewership drops, myself included. I'm not saying I'm better or I get more views. I definitely don't. As soon as I stop talking about Chia, my views drop a little more, because a lot of people who joined my channel was basically from Chia content. So his last video in regards to Chia, he mentioned that he's selling off, he's stopping. So right here, this is about a month ago. Chia price is crashing, why I quit. And this video was very short and to the point. I felt his pain. He didn't think it was worth it, and he had all this equipment set up in his living space that was just not making sense for him anymore. He's still putting out some content, probably not as frequent as the Chia stuff, but just talking about general financing now. Then we have custom computing, which I'm actually here. You know, we did a roundtable right here 3 months ago, and the last time he spoke about Chia was 3 months ago, and he released a video non-Chia related 13 days ago, but you can see that his historic content has a decent amount of Chia stuff going on. Before that, obviously, that was nothing to do with Chia, but he has been on the space for some time now. You can see his first video was 9 years ago, up into 13 days, so he is still releasing videos, probably not as active on the Chia scene. So let's keep on going to the next one. Oh, I actually did this one already, Serpent X. So we did do a Serpent X that was like right here. So I said that he also is still putting out videos, but not so much with Chia. But I remember watching a few of his videos that were actually mining and farming and talking about Chia, and that was 4 to 5 months ago. This video ran a little longer than I expected, so that was just a handful or maybe a dozen or so content creators on YouTube that used to one time or another spoke about Chia. Now I haven't included people who actually still talk about Chia maybe a week ago, a few days ago. There's plenty of those still, maybe not as much as there were 6-7 months ago. when Chia just hit the mainnet and everyone was jumping on this and the price was ridiculously high. If you like this video, please remember to hit that like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again really soon. Bye.